Hey, fucking hell, kidder. It's fucking Wayne's fucking time now, you dickheads. Got some fucking cars and that. Fuck's sake. Let's fucking start this fucking machine right. I nicked it right, because I was right fucking there in front of the shop. And like fucking, I was like, fucking hell, like it's got fucking lights in it and that. It's got a fucking good one, that. It's got fucking neons and shit. Yeah, this isn't the howdy lame guy. This isn't the most interesting game in the land. But I figure we'll play with it. Maybe we'll modify it a little bit when we get bored of it. It's not going to be a very long stream because I've got things to do tomorrow. But hold on. Let me just go and grab some. What have I done with my headphones? Where did I put them? Yes, let's start the fucking game. It's, like I say, not the most interesting game in the land. That should be set up. The brake pedal's a little bit touchy on this. It doesn't always work. For some reason, it's just dirt in the pots, but I can't bother to clean it. So this could be absolutely disastrous, you know. We just approach a wall, push the brakes, nothing will happen. But that's fine. That's fucking Wayne, mate. This intro's way more epic than it has any right to be. Fucking hell, I don't even know what fucking brakes are in my car, mate. I don't need them. Yep, same Satek. I don't have another wheel. I've never gotten hold of another one. It's the only wheel I've ever had. Aside from... I guess we'll just save over that one or something. I never owned another one. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's like a bit of a delay on that. It's weird. Like, I'm bashing it to the side to try and demonstrate the delay. Handbrake is end. That's weird. I'd like to have that on my wheel, really, but no clutch. I'd like to have that on my wheel as well. But we kind of need the horn honk. Oh, fuck. You see, I really would like a clutch pedal on this thing. It's the one thing it lacks. And the thing with this game is, like, everything in this game can be analog, and I mean even the horn can be analog. Like, if I assign the horn to the pedals, it'll get louder the harder you push the pedal down. Even the starter motor, which is just toggled by the throttle in this, it will like crank harder depending on like how far you're pushing on the throttle. This is kind of weird. We have the regular controls on the keyboard, so we have the clutch there, so I guess I can still use it. And yeah, I can still handbrake there. I just use a spacebar to do that if we really need it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they went that far with it, but fucking YouTube's changed the layout again. I didn't notice until too fucking late, and it just takes so fucking long. I can't even remember how to adjust it because OBS it's so difficult to fucking use. I don't... Is it in transform? I don't think it's in transform. No, there's no crop in there. That doesn't appear to be it. See, I'm sure it was a filter, but it doesn't give me a fucking filters option when I right-click the fucking thing. Oh, no it isn't. I get instability and my CPU can't fucking do that shit, man. It kills frame rate. I mean, keep in mind, we're using over 50% of the CPU to do this. I'll try to fix it, but it's just a mess. And every time I come here, they change it. And to be honest, like, the layout's gonna change again, and I know it's gonna change again. So this shitty new fucking dashboard thing, I just can't use worth shit. And now I'm gonna have to do all of this again. Which is one of the reasons I really didn't feel like adjusting this, just because when I come back, like, next time, I'll only have to do it again. But why they keep moving this, I just don't know. It's never in the same fucking place twice. No. Fucking thing. Oh, it's so slow. Like, would it kill them to put a slider? Put those scrollers where you can click in the middle and, like, drag the mouse around. It would be so much easier. Fucking... I really don't like OBS. Like, I legitimately hate the fucking thing. And we could have scrolled our way over there a little bit, I guess, but... I don't... See, look at this. You're actually cropping negatively now. Yeah, I know it is, because, you know, open source software is the fucking best. Right, we'll just move that outside the fucking canvas. There we go. I think that's the best we're going to get, is somewhere around there, right? And like I say, when I come back again, they'll have just moved it again, and, you know, we'll have to fuck with it again. So I start my fucking... Fuck you, mate. My name's fucking... How do you spell it? It's like fucking... Alright, it's fucking Wayne. Fucking... Ah, it's fucking Wayne, mate. Ah, fucking hell. Your garage is fucking... They fucking stole me fucking car, the dickheads. Fucking hell. I had that for fucking minutes. I bet it was that fucking copper who was hanging around before. It was, fucking Wayne's fucking Sim. Let's fucking have his car. Fucking dickheads. Fucking man, mate. Fucking, I can just go on the street anywhere. Just twacking it. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, fucking... How's about we twak one out fucking car lot? It's fucking shit round here. I thought we were just robbing one. It just hangs out in parking lots. Fucking car though. That one don't have an alarm. We'll have that. Fucking mini metro. Oh, my headphones are going out on one side again. Right, fucking hell. This is completely random. You can just keep reloading this until you get what you want. Now, which car shall we buy? That's a bit like fucking Mitsubishi's or something. That is the fucking... I think that is probably the best fucking deal. What motors in there? Fucking hell, that's a bit fucking... a bit shit, really. Max RPM. 9.3k, we'll see about that. I don't think anything's ever broken when it comes from the when it comes from the fucking thing, the shop here. What's ratio transmission? It's mildly upgraded, this car, it seems. I think that's probably the fucking Wayne car, mate. That's the fucking Wayne car right fucking there. Fucking dickhead took me fucking monies. That's how our coins... I didn't fucking tell me about that, the fucking dickhead. That's fucking... That's a feature, that. That's like fucking... Some cars, they have that fucking sunroof in top. That's like one of them, but it's better because it's you can have it on when it's fucking raining as well, and you don't get wet. And also, like, people can hear your fucking tunes coming out there. You can hear your fucking tunes. Got the fucking music what comes out. I better not play that, actually. The copyright system's strict as fuck now. I don't know. Maybe we could play, like, just 1 second of it or something. I sort of feel like it's a really bad idea, so I think I won't. Because I can't find it. It all seems to have disappeared now. Oh, but we got some Chevy music here. Yeah, but the thing is, like, this game, for all its shortcomings, it's a bargain bin game. It has one of the most detailed damage and tweaking systems I've ever seen. Like, fucking hell, mate, it's got a fucking supercharger on that. Fucking, who needs fucking air filter? We'll flog that. Right, I'll fucking get rid of that. Who needs fucking oil pan? Get rid of that. Fucking, who needs exhaust? Fucking, get rid of that. Let's see, it'll probably crash now. Oh, for fuck's sake, why? It should start in that configuration, I'm sure it should. I mean, logically it shouldn't, but... You don't need... Exhausts, you really, I don't think, change anything, even with turbochargers. Fucking hell, that's actually quite a ballsy little thing, this. So yeah, we have analog throttle, analog brake, so I really should put my other foot, but fuck. Well, we had a clutch, but I think we probably just destroyed that. That kind of treatment of the car. Fucking keyboard's in the way of my foot. Let's see. Jeez, that's not been too... I've got it all the way to the floor. Oh, there we go. I think it was the brake pedal sticking again. Man, it doesn't fucking handle good, this car. Basically, when we're racing this game, which will be in a minute, I'm just getting a feel for the controls again. You're really going to want to start dictating the races yourself so you can just race in a straight line. And you want to be fastening the escape key so you can call the tow truck, because it's cheaper than the damage from crashing at the end. Fucking hell, this thing's slow as all hell. What would be if we put a V10 in there? Maybe we'll do that later, just see how many tyres we can destroy. Let's try and find out what the 0 to 60 time is on this thing. I'm betting it's going to be awful, because I don't think it'll top like 85, like top speed. Fucking 10-second 0 to 60 time, it's awful! Fucking hell, this car's fucking shit, you dickhead! The thing is, we've driven it now. Yeah, it's a bit funny how that works, the thing with the driver guy. That really needs to clean the contact in that pedal. That's going to be my undoing. On the other hand, it does seem kind of Wayne-like for the car to like have a problem like that. Because he probably built that shit himself, you know. Didn't reattach the cables properly in there. Look at these the skidding noises from this car that happen constantly. But yeah, just from doing that, you know, there's a little bit of wear on the tyres and things like that. Oh, is this fucker front wheel drive? This fucker's front wheel drive. Fucking hell. Oh man, that sucks. Oh well. Just put fucking NOS on it, mate. I got some fucking NOS. I'm not going to fix the bodywork. I don't think it makes a difference. I know it's under engine, isn't it? But it's a bit weird. You can't go backwards until you've gone forwards. Yeah, I don't know. His mate probably, I don't know, probably has no right to be on there. He probably just broke in. We're about to see where Wayne lives. Oh no, the NOS is under body, but the pieces to put the NOS in the motor are under engine. That's not on for our fucking engine. Where is that shit? I can't remember. It's been a while since I did this. What was it called and where does it live? Must be that, I think. Oh. I don't think you can go backwards. No, you can here. Oh yeah, but it doesn't work as it should. It's really kind of rough, the catalogue system. It doesn't quite work properly. I don't know which NOS this car takes, and there's no way to find out, so... Doesn't take the big NOS, takes little NOS. Oh, fucking NOS on my car, you dickhead! Fucking save that for fucking someone fucking blows it up. LS for live stream. It's for fucking light speed, mate. My car's gonna go fucking like 500 miles an hour. Fucking won't catch me, mate. Fucking fastest chavin' fucking street, mate. That's some fucking... Oh, I wish there wasn't a copyright system on YouTube. I'd just blast that music. The game has music, but it's really, really awful. Fucking hell, mate. It's fucking loading me fucking... There we go. That's fucking... Not... There we go. I can make this game do some stupid things, and we're probably going to do those later. Oh man, that doesn't re-center properly. I need to adjust the dead zone. Hey, yo, you dickhead. Where you going, Tiger? Fucking hell. Right, now, you see, this is basically the whole game. You go out, you honk at somebody, they'll tell you, well, there's some fuckhead who's, like, got his piece of shit car, and then you go up to them, and you fucking annoy all the neighbourhood. Fucking hell, look, he thinks he's fucking hard, and he's got a fucking white car. What? Go away, kiddie, you fucking... Oh, I'll fucking show you, you bell end. Yeah, fucking hell's that, you dick? This is a very bad idea, because Wayne's going to total his car. Where's he fucking going? No doors for you! And so that was a wasted journey, and now we have to go home and do this again. I'm just going to fuck this car up, I don't really care, I can get more money. But you can make it completely unwinnable. It's not hard to do. Jesus Christ, this car's slow. car's really fucking slow. I think we'd better reload. Fucking hell, he fucking wrecked my car. Ah. So we'd better... there we go. That might get us a bit more speed. Not that I recommend doing that. It's not a good idea. See, starter mode was silent because I only pressed lightly on the pedal. So everything in this game can be analog. Right, hopefully they don't fuck us about this time. Thing is, those modifications I did are going to slowly kill my engine because I'm basically going to force the engine to run way fucking faster than it was supposed to. Like, we're going to be revving the balls off it very soon. Luckily these are randomised, but that's a problem as well because sometimes you get the same car more than once and then you end up just basically making nothing and it never spawns more than one car, and we can't dictate where we're racing to yet. So we're going to head on the carved road, and it's the second big one on the left. Unless it starts us facing northward, it does, but I'm still going to go this way. I like where the dust cloud was still despawning over there. So the engine has a little bit more power at higher RPMs, and that's why I want to force it to run at higher RPMs more. But it's not really helping because this car just sucks balls. I think he's going to win us. He's going to win us, the bastard. Jesus Christ, man, this fucking car. It's awful. He won't race us again now. I don't want to bet money right now. The fucking bell end. But this car, man, it sucks. It has no power whatsoever. It's so long since I've played this with like a stock engine that I forgot how fucking slow it was. Although I think this may be a particularly weak engine. Maybe we can upgrade it a little bit. I can put a better one in there. But it only takes 4-cylinder engines, this car, without modification. I may have modified the script files already, I can't remember. Hold on, I'll catch up with that. Yeah, it's like braying a dying horse, really, in this case, I think. Come on! Nos! Let's use it before the race. Oh, it's this dickhead. Fuck's sake. Man, this ain't getting off to a good start. It's fucking shit, mate. Fucking hell. And he's fucking brought my fucking car. Why won't he race me? He thinks he's fucking better than me. We'll show him. Get here, Granny. You fucking Granny Basher. Of course, he's back there. Not off to a good fucking start. Fucking shit start, mate. It just skids everywhere, this car. I think it's the only thing it knows how to do. If that's that white fucker, I'm just going to ram him. No, it's not. This car wrecks its front wheels as well. Of course, it's never a straight line, is it? Jeez. I'll bet you 100 fucking quid I can get there for you. That's not fucking fair. Get out of the fucking way. Jesus Christ, man, this car blows. Come on, you piece of shit fucking car. Fucking hell, man, that was rough. And now we'll have to come back here, because it won't spawn another guy to race. He won't race us. Man, we're going to lose that money we made pretty fast. Let's have a look at fucking motors, mate. Yeah, he's got like the worst fucking engine. But I mean, they're like $3,000. If we don't sell that one now, we're probably going to just ruin the fucking thing. But yeah, I'm all for ruining the engine. I don't think it's going to do us any harm. We better save the game. It's probably going to crash or something, make us have to do that again. I can basically cheat infinite money with a hex editor. We probably will do that later. Because the thing is, next time the map's on, I'll show you what goes on with that. Basically, how this game works. Fuck. Man, that pedal's sticking bad. I wanted to turn that way. Ah, fucking will. Just go over the fucking sidewalk. There you go. That's the problem solved. Oh, it's him again. Yeah, you see how this game works is you have like a ranking on, you know, within your fucking club, which we can look at somewhere. Oh yeah, back in the garage. And basically we got to get to number 1. And as you can see, we're number 19, we're pretty much bottom of the barrel right now. Depending on which way this sets us facing. It's the first skinny road ahead of that, or the first skinny road ahead of that. So the first skinny road after the first big road, whichever direction we start facing. You gotta memorise the fucking map. That's not fucking right. I'm gonna force it to shift up there, I think. At least this... Oh! Well, I think we've probably just lost the race. I don't know where he even is, but... Oh man, the handling's been compromised. No, we can still do it, but we're going to be limping that. Ugh. I don't even want to look at the damage. But, yeah, basically, when we get to number 1, it unlocks more of the map, and then we can get different cars to the ones that we can buy right now. But the game really doesn't change until like, ever. It's the same until the end, and it doesn't even have an ending, it's just like, oh, God. But yeah, you see these barriers here? Those go away, like, on more parts of the town as we win more races, like, you know, once we beat each club. I don't think I can outrun the police in this thing. I've got no NOS left either. And 5th gear basically just didn't exist. It's like, oh yeah, fuck that, forget about that, just go past it. I might do better just to pay the fine, you know. I think we will, because we're just wrecking the car. Oh, then fine me, copper. I'll just pay it this way. Oh man. Oh. Oh no. This is ruining the car somewhat. I need like 3 grand so I can put a better motor in, man. Can we sell shit? You can definitely sell things. These aren't worth much though, that's the problem. Look at that. It's not fucking it's not running good anymore, this car. I can't really improve it any right now. Why isn't it starting? Oh, there we go. It's like it just suddenly remembered. I do think we may have affected the handling somewhat. It's alright when you speed up. When it's gone a bit faster, it doesn't. What the fuck is wrong with this pedal, man? There's something wrong here. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's handling real bad because it just pulls to the right. So we can race as long as we don't got to turn left. If we got to turn left, we're done for. Well, you honked me, mate, so we're going to go this way. We can turn traffic on. You know what? I feel cocky. I feel confident. Hang on. He's worse than... Well, we're just doing this for money now. We know we can beat him. In fact, he was slow. I think basically what we've learned is I got the slowest car in the game. I hope he isn't faster on a straight than I am, like, in the long run. I'm having to change gear manually, it's just not gaining speed. Actually, I think we're losing speed. That's it, it won't go any faster. I didn't press that. Shift back down to third, it's going slower from that. We fucking... yeah. Yeah, the car's been beaten to hell and it does take its toll on it. That's what I mean, like, it's a shame they didn't flesh the gameplay out more, because the damage system and everything in this game is actually really impressive. There's just nothing else about the game is. And it has that ugly DirectX 8 look about it. Yeah, let's have a look outside, but... that fucking wheel. Gotta love the power of the GeForce 4 Ti though. That chassis damage is gonna fucking haunt us though, because we've got to strip the whole car down to mend it. And I'm not sure I want to strip the whole car down to mend it. Let's have a look. This fucking club info, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna get all the way up there. Man, that's that's a long way to go. We've got 4 clubs to beat in the game, so you can imagine it gets very repetitive. It gets really, really repetitive. but we'll see what we can do. I maybe should mend it. I saved the game though. We'll try another race without any repairs and see what we can pull off. Just beat the shit out of the car now. It's fucked anyway. Oh! That wasn't intentional. That's made it handle even worse. My wheels full on left, it just won't go that way. It's like, no, I don't like communism. That tree's in the ground. Fucking hell, this thing's absolutely ruined. Man, we can't race with this. Well, they might, but it won't make much of a difference, because, like, the car's just going to get... yeah, I think that might be why it's handling bad. It's a good job I saved the game. I guess we should wreck the car a little bit before I reload. It's just not handling right. Gee, I wonder why. I think the tracking might be a bit out on this. Gee, you wonder why it won't steer. And this is why you shouldn't lend things to Wayne. Well, I wanted to hit the ramp, but that's not going to happen. Fuck it, let's just blow the motor. I can't even blow the motor! Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, the engine's dead. There are so few games in which you can destroy the engine that way. And I don't understand why. Like, you think it'd be one of the first things you would implement, because if you, like, rev the bollocks off an engine, you're definitely going to ruin it. I mean, a good few cars I think have limiters in them, but even then, it's going to not do wonders for engine wear at the very least. My tyres are still shit, but I can run on this. Oh no, he's going to be on one of the narrow roads. Yeah, I remember some F1 game where you could do shit like that. I don't think I ever played it, but I remember somebody going on about it and showing me it at some point. Why are we in 5th gear? At least I can dictate the race. We don't want it to be too long, but we don't want it to be too short. I will bet you £1,000. It's this guy again. He just keeps giving us the same guy. He does this sometimes, so it just gets stuck in like a loop like this. Oh man, he's leaving us. Come on. Come on, shit car. More power. He's going to beat us. He really wants that fucking... I haven't got that much money, mate. I think he just span out or something. There we go. We just won £1,000, man. We're like a third of the way to fixing the engine. Fuck the rest of the car. We can get a better engine soon. Let's drive it home for once instead of getting the tow truck out. Because I think that tow truck man's going to like us, like, at the end of this. And the cost increases by distance as well. I like the steady. The car runs slow. Yeah, man, we've got like 2.2 grand. We'll be on a new fucking motor in no time. But the game's not letting us advance up the ranks. And I really want to advance up the ranks. I want out of this fucking shit starting zone. We could just turn no collision on for the barriers, but the game doesn't update anything else. Like, you have to go through the hierarchy. Well, I've paid for those NOS bottles, I can use them later. And if I sell them, I don't think I get the full value back, so it's probably more economically sensible just to keep hold of them. If it's that fucking orange guy again, no, that's someone different. But it's never somebody way up the ranks. It's, oh, fucking hell, he bet us. I think that's far enough. Fucking, this car might be really fast though, I don't know. Like, I'm actually kind of nervous about this, because I don't know what's going to happen. Other than I'm going to slam my foot into the fucking gas pedal, like, so fucking hard. Yeah, no, enough. Oh, fuck, I don't think I can catch him in this piece of shit. He won't fucking race us again, neither. I just lost £1,000! That's what save games are for. Now we know, not to mess with him like that. That was horrible. My car did better than I thought it would. But no amount of NOS was going to save us. Let's try again. We'll have to be... I can't really go any more aggressive than just full-on gas pedal. I can force some more revs out the engine, but it just doesn't have any power left above there, so it's not going to help us. So there's no point in me doing that, it'd just be a waste of money investing in the shit to do it. My tyres are a bit shit, that's not going to be helping, but it's fine, I can work with that. Yeah, oh, it's him. Oh, he'll actually race us now. So a starting point, there we go. He's like rank 17, he can't be doing that good, can he? Maybe we can try to sabotage him at the start. What the fuck is he doing? I think he feels sorry for me, doesn't he? I really don't know why he would do that, but I'm not going to argue with it. He just gave us the race. He just fucking handed it to us. I had no idea why. Still, I'm going to repair my wheels. I'm starting to think we might do better just to get rid of the whole car at some point, but how much of those engines? Thing is, you don't just need... Yeah, well, I think what he's doing is trying to account for the traffic, but the traffic's not there. Yeah, the thing is, you don't just got to buy a block, we've got to buy a cylinder head as well, because that's a slightly bigger block, and so you need these cylinder heads. So we're on like the smallest block, so I'm going to be on like the fucking 50 fucking... Jeez, I can't... Oh, good. Yeah, there you go. That won't fit on that other block. Now, we're not going to get much return on this engine block either when we sell it, because you can see it's yellow up there on the thing. I've heard a lot of people who are into messing with their car, but they were never very good at it because they were always chavs. Oh, fucking hell, mate, I got a fucking body kit on it. And it's like burstly made out of filler they bought at Boyce's. It's held on with like cable ties. Rex fucking car go faster, you dickhead. What are you fucking laughing at? Fucking knobhead. So of course you haven't fucking got one. You're all fucking bards with this car, mate. You're all fucking bards. Fucking, I don't even have fucking shout. They just pull their fucking knickers down when they see me. Like, fucking, it's fucking Wayne. Fucking, yeah, I want his fucking dick. Like, there, look. That fucking ginger bitch there, she wants Wayne's fucking dick. Fucking get her here. Sorry, love, I ain't got time. I gotta fucking braid this knobhead over here. Fucking knobhead. Well, at least still races now, but it isn't helping us because we're doing better than him. We could just not race this guy. I think we can beat him over that kind of distance, but I really don't know. I'm genuinely not that confident in this. Because my car's worse every time we fucking use it. We might just be able to edge him out. It's going fourth while we've still got NOS left. Because that engine can't push fourth gear without nitrous. It like needs life support just to fucking do these things. Like we're just pissing nitrous into it. I'll just pay the tow truck because it's just going to put more wear on the car to drive it further. Still, we might be able to afford a better motor now. I don't know if we'll be able to afford repairing the chassis, but how much are the cylinder heads? What we need? Yeah, we may be able to do this. Let's strip it down, sell that fucking engine. Oh, yeah, I got to take that little tiny hose off. That belt. You see, it's really detailed, this system. And obviously all of these pieces can break individually and have to be repaired. You can actually run the car without some of them, like, you know, it may or may not affect performance, depending on what it is. Like, you can run the car without the air filter, for example, but 36%, that thing's nearly dead. We should have killed it before we... Fucking hell, they're going to give us $1,000 for that in that state. I think we just ripped them off. It only takes 4-cylinder... Well, it's only supposed to take 4-cylinder engines, but I may have modified the scripts already. I'm pretty confident we got the money, so I'll just save the game while the engine's out. See if we can fit a V6 block in there. I'm curious. We're not supposed to, so we won't... Well, maybe we will. No, we won't, because that's cheating. I don't want to cheat just yet. Oh yeah, I have modified the scripts already. Well, we can do that later, but we'll do that when I've got more money. We'll try and play legitimately for now. So I don't want to cheat ahead of time. I wonder what turbocharger we've got. I bet we've got the shit one. We have. Maybe I get rid of that and buy a better one. When it seems we have the money, we might as well do it. Of course, we could put a turbo on there instead. Yeah, we'll stick with that because we've got the parts for that already. We can play with turbos when we get the V6. Just leave that there in probably and then put like a stock air intake hose on it. You know, that transmission sucks, but we'll keep using it for now. There we go, that should be good enough. That should, we've put this lovely engine in this shit car. Seems like a total waste, but it should get us a little bit more speed. Of course, we're still running those, those fucking spark timers, so we're going to wreck it, but that's fine. I don't mind wrecking up an engine if it wins up. Fucking hell. That is a little more ballsy. Well, I suppose we better test this engine out. See how fucking fast it goes. Ah, should have done that. Cunt. Fucking dickhead. Why don't he just fucking stop and wait for me? He's obviously got fucking Boy Racer GPS like I have. So this motor, it's this dickhead. I've got a personal vendetta with this guy. Yeah, I challenge your position. Fucking put all the monies on it. I'm confident. Oh, fucking hell. I'm fucking broke as well, apparently. That seems like a good spot. Oh, there's only one engine sound in this game. Let's make the most of it before we ruin it, because we are going to wreck the engine. No, turn! I forgot about that. Oh, it's definitely faster than the old motor. I'm trying to keep the RPMs somewhat sensible for now. I don't want to ruin it just yet. I don't want to kill the engine yet. We've only just got it. How much damage is that doing to it? Not huge levels of damage. We'll get a few races out of that before it starts losing power significantly. Because the wire we're putting on the block is going to, like, affect it. Like, it's not going to run as well. We should probably put better tyres on it, but we'll be alright. How are the back ones on there? I quite like to have those a little loose, because I like to slam the brakes and make the back end slide around. Which would be a lot better if this car was rear-wheel drive. I forgot about that. I would have probably not bought this one if I'd known. Let's see if we can... There we go. Let's have some nice haul of mirrors. Yeah, they made like some Redline game like that was after this. Basically, I guess it is. I've never played that one. I don't know if it has this detailed like, mod the fuck out of the car and repair everything system in it. It'd be nice if it did, just for the sheer number of games that don't have something like that. I did save the game, didn't I? I think I'd better do it just to be sure. I know I'm abusing the fuck out of the save game button, but like it's honestly quite easy early on in this game to just wind up in an unwinnable position where you have a car that doesn't work and no money to make it work. The auto shop thing is basically just the catalogue in 3D, in case anybody wondered. Like, you get to move a camera around a shop, knock some things off some shelves, not have to pay for them. It really isn't as fun as it sounds, so I'm probably not going to go there. It's fucking... I'm running an AMD Athlon and I'm like, man, it's warm for some reason. Jeez. Like, why is it so fucking warm in here? Sit on top of the space heater. Why is it so fucking warm in here? Oh no, it's like fucking... Oh, that is one fucking shit-looking car. Look at that. Your VW Jetta piece of shit. Oi. Fucking hell, mate. That's a fucking... Mate, I thought I had a fucking scrap heap fucking car, mate. That is fucking shit. Fucking hell. Fucking 13. I gotta fucking win this dickhead. It's all fucking out now. Come on, engine. I paid a lot of money. I want my money's worth out of you. Because everybody knows you're going to fucking where you're going and what's going to happen. It's got nothing else. This car just sucks. This car just sucks balls. It sucks balls so hard. Oh man, I've got to put a V6 in this thing soon. You're not supposed to, but the scripting language for this game is really easy to mess with. Look, I got more fucking points than these guys. Move me up here. Wayne's fucking wank wagon. Wayne's fucking wank wagon, mate. It's fucking the best. Look at that. Why is that there? I don't make no fucking noise. Fucking sell that. Fucking 200 fucking quid. Fucking hell. Luckily aerodynamics aren't the thing in this game. We can sell those. I really should put that on there. It's annoying me. It's getting on my nerves. Art fucking colour matches and all! You know what, mate? We should fucking paint the fucking car. Oh, fucking yeah. Paint it fucking red. That makes it... goes fucking faster when you paint it red. Everyone fucking knows that. So what you need to make it real, chav? Like, you need... like some just like rough bits where he's like had to fix where he's gone rusty around the edge of the door there. Yeah, they go rusty a bit, these fucking ninjas, mate. But it's alright, no. It's alright, mate. Fucking no one's gonna notice that. Oh, fucking no. Fucking yeah, mate. You can't even fucking tell. Look at that. I've done a fucking good job of that. That bad, that shit. He's nearby. I can hear his fucking motor. I really should turn the traffic on at some point, but we'll worry about that later on. Oh, that's the police. Shit. Of course, they won't nick him. I'm sure I raced this dickhead already. Are you even worth my time? The Met move. Oh, he is worth my time. Oh man, I got to... No, I don't got to turn left because it's starting me first in this way. I'm going to cut some corners. Well, that might not have been a good idea. It doesn't handle well at all on grass. If he can do more than 90 miles an hour, we're fucked. Just lean on the NOS the whole time. The engine's starting to fucking not run as good as it did. I think we're just purely relying on the NOS at this point. Whoa, stop, stop, stop. Okay, no, I don't want to hit those. Hey, what's fucking over here? That doesn't damage the car. By the way, I wouldn't have done it if it did. You can turn the float off and make it drive underwater, though. Then you can get in places you shouldn't be yet. Yeah, how's the engine block holding up? 55%. It is starting to... they can, but I'm not too worried about those just yet, because as we establish, fucking Wayne don't know what fucking brakes are, mate. I don't use them. Brakes are... Only fucking pussies use fucking brakes. Fucking pussies use fucking brakes, mate. Look at that, we're like fucking halfway there. If you crash into water, well, I suppose it depends what angle you... I mean, the car's going to take a while to sink because it's full of air, but... If you hit the water, like, square on, like, at high speed, it's going to be akin to hitting a wall. Like, the glass would probably break. I would think. I'm not an expert in this, but that would be my guess. Okay, this is bad because we've got a left turn right at the start here. So I'm going to cut the corner to... Fucking hell! Your bell end! Come on, car. I've got to beat him now. I'm mad at him. Do that, just try and intimidate him a bit, you know? Yeah, it ain't running as speedy as it did. Right, now we're going to cheat. Because we, how are we doing in the club? Because we fucking modified the script files ahead of time, which I didn't know I'd done, but I guess I did. It's probably from when I was making the video about the steering wheel. We're just going to rip this engine out. And put a V6 in, and that should make life far easier, because it's not going to fix the wonky handling from the car being beat to hell, but... Sell. 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 This can be time consuming. You want to keep an eye on this inventory, because if you get a lot of stuff in there, it becomes a real pain in the arse. Oh no, I sold the fucking car! Oh no. Damn it. The hierarchy of how things, the order in which things are attached is kind of weird and irritating at times. Oh yeah, you can run the car without a clutch. Like, that's basically just an unnecessary cost. The game doesn't care about it. On most configurations, you can just basically have no clutch, and no bad things will happen. It'll work as if you still have one. So maybe we won't install one of those. I'm assuming we have the money to do this. We can sell the doors and the seats to make up the remaining cost if required, I guess. It's an army of fucking didgeridoos trying to tell us what I can and can't do with my fucking car. Put a V10, but I'm not going to put a V10. It's just silly. We'll worry about that stuff later on. On the other end, I really would like a turbo. That's for the V8, isn't it? I'll buy one anyway. I didn't buy those already. I'm trying to remember what I do and don't have. Buy clutch. Better buy an alternator. Tube for the right turbo. Oh no, we don't want tubes for the whatever. Because we want the tubes for... want that, and I want two of those. And I'm sure I've messed some up somewhere, but we'll worry about that later. I think I might have bought the wrong cylinder heads. I did. But I think we can make full value back because we've never used them. At least hope that's the case. Oh yeah, I can't fit that because I don't have fucking cylinder heads. So it's kind of like gotta keep up with this shit in your head. It's like it can be a bit challenging at times. Let's buy turbos, seeing as we forgot to do that last time, and it's the 72. What? I don't have enough money. I can only afford one. Well, we'll just have a 3-cylinder engine. I know. Yeah, we'll just we'll have a 3-cylinder engine then, I guess. That'll fucking work. It won't, I don't believe. We'll try it. I don't remember ever testing this. Yeah, it doesn't run like that. We'll have to sell some. That might get us enough. It's only like 300 something fucking quid to do that. There you go, sell the back seats. We're back fucking... Oh yeah, there you go. Now I can buy the right cylinder heads. No, I need 600 fucking... Jesus, man, that's excessive. I still don't think that's enough. I can sell the driver's seat, the game don't care, but I don't want to sell the driver's seat. So how much can I get for that? I think that'll do it. Man, Wayne's just awful. He's awful. He's just a disaster waiting to happen, this car. I can't imagine anything's possibly going to go wrong. I'll be back in a moment. There are some other things we can do, which I probably will do. I'll start modifying the game soon, where we can basically make it completely unfair. Because at this point, nobody in this club will have a V6. They're all on the starter cars that can only fit inline 4 engines by default. If you change the scripts, the game isn't aware of that. And yeah, we can make those cars take engines they shouldn't, but the game doesn't know, and it only generates cars with like 4-cylinder engines. So if you remove the ability to install 4-cylinder engines in them, the AI cars have no engine. Now what's weird is they still drive until you go into race mode, so it seems they just run like the traffic at that point. But once the race starts, they can't move because they have no engine, so they're basically just stuck there. You can also set the turning for the steering. You can set it to a negative value, and the car will steer in reverse, and the AI doesn't know how to handle it. You can put the wheels to drive backwards and do all sorts of shit. Most powerful engine is a V10, but I tend to just stop with the V8s because V8s are more fun. Of course, I don't suppose it makes any difference in a video game, but I like V8 engines. They sound better than V10s for a start. Of course, in this game, everything just sounds like some, like, fucking God knows, but so it has one engine sound. You know, the red dress lady there, I suppose technically we're like ahead of our time, because like somewhere in the early 2000s we actually drew Rule 34 of her. We didn't call it that at the time. We didn't put a lot of work in, we just sort of scribbled it out on like a scrap of paper on the corner of the desk, but it's something I distinctly remember doing. I'm gonna have a cigarette. No, I'll wait until I finish the race. Right, we haven't tested this engine. Fucking hell. It may be a bit big for this car, and so basically the tyres aren't going to last 5 minutes with this engine in here. The car's way too light for this engine. It's not configured really to take this engine. None of that shit will have been tweaked. We can make the car ridiculously heavy, but that won't help us. Well, I'll do quite the opposite, actually. I'll do some amusing shit. We should probably do that some stage. I wonder what happens if we do that to the AI cars. Oh, so you think you got what it takes here? We'll put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, I will. You think you're fucking hard, mate. You're not fucking hard. Oh shit, I can't dictate this. Man, this is going to be a real test for the engine. So basically, I just want to go up the fat road until we're the second skinny road past the fat road on the left. Oh shit. It was basically just stuck in fast gear then. I don't really know what the fuck that was about. I think we might win the race, but we're gonna have won the race like purely in fast gear. We're just spinning the wheels at this stage. You do realise that, right? Automatic transmission nearly killed us. But we won. But I think you can see what I mean about it's just going to ruin the tyres. Which is where the analogue gas pedal comes in. So we can really use that to our advantage. Let's try and rig the axis and make it really heavy for now. Make it a real heavy car. Maybe it'll destroy itself. Cars, racers, Axis V3. This ends up being the butt of the joke, this thing. It's not put word rep. Makes it harder to read in this case. Now, you see, some of these are weight amounts. I don't remember exactly. That'll be the weight amount there, won't it? Well, that's a mudguard. I don't know why that would want to be so heavy. The mudguards are heavier than anything else. Chassis frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, the game thinks it's cheating though, because it's not something you're supposed to do. Like it's not there in the script to start with, but it's very easy to do. That would be there. You see inline 4 blocks. And I'll probably come back and remove that and put the weight back as it was, and then just make them engineless. It is in some games, I guess, just for modability. In this, I think they're on their own engine. It was probably just easier to make the game this way. There are some custom cars and shit for this game, believe it or not. I have some of them somewhere. A lot of them are like very communist themed for some reason. Like they're proper fucking commie looking cars. Maybe that's where the game sold better. It's in former Soviet countries, perhaps. It feels like a game made in a country like that. Fucking hell. I don't know what that meant. I think that's the music trying to start. Oh man, how am I negative 14? I won the last fucking thing. I've got negative $14. I won the last race I was in. That's impossible. Oh, no. Oh shit, did I not bet money? If I didn't bet money, then I can't actually bet money now, which means I can't actually make money in the game. I wonder if we keep losing money. Ah, yeah, I saw it's like Garage 54, right? They do some pretty ridiculous things, those guys. It's good time-killing stuff to watch. But yeah, even when you're on the starting point, you still got to pay $10 to the tow truck. I kind of want to set up a macro to just go into the game, then call the tow truck, and then go back in and keep doing it, and see if it overflows the thing, and you can actually make money eventually just by constantly losing money and doing nothing. I picked a bad day to run an athlon in here, man. It's too warm. Oh, I hope this NPC car is an Axis. I think it is. I think we're going to get an Axis first time. It's going to kill itself in the road. Just wait until the end of the street so we've got a better starting point to be tactical here. For some reason, it was one of their simpler ones, but I always liked the rubber chicken one of Garage 54s. It's like I can't bet money. Yeah, I can't remember how I ran into it now. The memory evades me. That's a good point to race to. Yeah, I'm going to have to sell something in the game to so we can bet money to make more money. Although you'll notice his car won't start. Let's try and turn us. He might have. You can see how it's smashing into the floor there. He isn't going anywhere. It'll do something better if we do it to our car. I don't know the exact cost of this game at the time, but it wasn't a lot. It's definitely a bargain bin title. Now we can basically just sort of gently cruise to the finish line. I'm missing a door. When did I lose a door? That brake pedal's stuck again. There we go. I need to get some WD-40 in there. Fucking WD-40s, mate. You fix anything with WD-40. My fucking grandma needs it. When she's like, fucking hell. Not me, it's my fucking granddad, you dick. Ah, fuck it, power. Destroy the tyres. It's not a great game, but it's a real shame because, like I said, I really like the damage system and the engine modification and everything. It's like really in depth. When did I lose that? I don't remember losing the fucking door. I'm not going to go out of the game again just to demonstrate what happens. So we'll load another save where hopefully I've got lots of money and hopefully I can buy an Axis. I lost more. Oh, of course I did because of the tow truck thing. Man, that's fucking shit. Can I buy an Axis? Yes, I can, just by pure luck. They rarely show up in this area of the game. But we fucking bought one. There we go. Yeah, it's wrecking itself in the garage already. Let's put it out on here before... Oops. Well, I don't think that car's going anywhere. And that is why you shouldn't drive cars that way more than the sun, because bad things will happen. Well, that ended disastrously. Anyway, we'll just leave it like that. It'll make it a bit easier to get past this point in the game. I don't think we're going to be fixing that anytime soon. Chassis damage is, yeah, pretty bad. Now, the V8 engine in this game is weird because basically, is it the engine or was it the supercharger for it? There is something about the V8 where it gets to zero and then it keeps working anyway, and you can just keep using it, and it goes into the negative, and it just goes round and around if you beat the shit out of it for long enough. That better be worth more than... See, that's still not enough that I can bet money to sell the window. There we go. Man, it's like starting the bottom again. Hopefully I don't blow a fucking component on my engine, because we're going to be in trouble now. My fucking car, dickhead. It's alright, just look at it from that side, look. That's fucking hell, mate. That's a fucking... Look at it from that angle. That's a nice fucking car, that. Don't look round there. It's a nice fucking car, that. And it's fucking red, mate. Means it's fucking fast. Even with analog throttle, it's a little bit dodgy to control this. It's fucking... Look at that. It's on my fucking street, the dickhead. What are you doing? This is my fucking estate. Let's wait for him to get to that fat main road there. Yeah, it really handles weird. I really need to play with the dead zone for the throttle and shit. You can see that there's just no variety left in this game now, so that's why we should start messing with the scripting language. Because we can't really make it do anything else. Well, not legitimately, anyway. Don't want to be full throttle, just to give my wheels a chance to grip the fucking floor, you know. Now I can put my foot down. No, 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 no! Fuck! I just couldn't gain control of the car. Now come on, grip the fucking road, you bastard. Even with a V6, I don't think I can catch him now. That was scary. I don't want to do that again, and I'm not sure I want to know how much damage has been done to the car. Because we could be in serious trouble. Like, fucking hell, we got off lightly. At least we got some fucking monies now. No, I didn't want to sell those. Oh, shit. That was a mistake. Oh, the cheapest fucking wheels. Yeah, it's Wayne's fucking wank wagon, mate. It's got no fucking wheels on it. And it turns out wheels are expensive. Oh, shit. You know what? I think it's time that we stopped worrying about money. It's getting quite detrimental to us, this financial situation, I must admit. Luckily, it's pretty easy to solve. It should be in there, I think. Let's open that with Notepad real quick and see if it has a name. His name's Wayne. So I think it's this one. If not, we're going to give somebody way more money than we should. Yeah, it should be this one. Does it work this way in Windows 98? I can't remember. Yeah, Kuhn Mend. That's like a fucking valid application. Totally. No, working. Yeah, it may be, but it doesn't have multiplayer, or I don't think it does. If it does, I've never noticed. Debug main. P11. Nope. P11. Now we can stop worrying about money. I'll fix that car as well before I forget and end up screwing myself over. Well, I say fix the car. Maybe we'll make the car worse. Maybe we'll set it to negative values. Because that does work as far as I remember, and does silly things. I didn't back that file up. We're going to be in trouble if I've broken it. Because that was purely on memory, and my memory may be wrong. It's not... No, that worked. There we go. Now we're fucking loaded. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want. First thing I'm going to do is put some better fucking wheels on it. I mean, I might as well just be reckless now and trash the car. 185/60s, I don't know what wheels I want to put on there. I don't suppose it matters that much. Anything's going to be better than those. It really... The problem is like a lot of wheels don't fit a lot of cars, and I don't think there's a way to find out. Like, you just got to buy some and try. Yeah, you see, you got problems like that. That's it, fuck messing with the wheels. We'll just leave it alone. I'll be here all fucking day if I try figuring this shit out. I should have looked in the script file, because that's the only way to know ahead of time. We'll leave those on. Let's try and get out of this area of the game and get to another area. It really just has no more gameplay than this, which is unfortunate. And so most of the fun is just screwing around with it past this point. I mean, I'm not going to be streaming too much longer anyway, so that's, you know, I doubt it matters too much, but... Oh god, it's the police. There was no need for that, was the copper? You know there was... Oh, 50 quid. I'm so upset about $50 fines. Well, what car's he driving? If that's a fucking Axis. Yeah, I'll just bet loads of money now. No, it's not. He's got a Ninja like I have. I couldn't see it through all of the smoke. Now, if you play this on like an MX 420 or whatever, those smoke effects will ruin the frame rate very quickly. I don't know why it was bouncing then. I have no idea. I think we might have damaged the wheel when we hit that copper. I'm pretty certain timing the wheel like that to go in a straight line isn't really a good omen. Oh yeah, that's definitely getting worse. I'm kind of attached to this car now, you know. I just want to see how fucking, if we can get it to the end of it in this club now, because it's like, well, we've only got like 6 places to go, man. You know, these fuckheads aren't going to have V6s. So if we can just barely get the car there, and then destroy it when we're done with it. Like, it needs ridding from the world. This thing is just, it's horrible. It is an awful, awful car. The good cars don't come until like the 3rd location, I think. That's where you get like this muscle car looking thing. Which is, like, you know, it looks like some 70s muscle car. It's easily the best thing in the game, but it's a long way to go to get there. It may be where I'm just going to end up loading some save games to show this stuff off, because I don't know if I'll ever play this on a stream again after today, just because there really isn't that much else to do with it. But maybe if I get time, I'll make a pre-recorded video compilation of some of the stupid shit you can make the game do. I've been way less careful now. I'm just lead-footing the gas pedal. Fuck the motor, fuck the tyres. Doesn't matter. Wreck the car. Oh, he's in a hover car, I see. Yeah, I do, because your car has been unfairly tampered with by somebody, mysteriously. I wonder how that happened. I don't think he's going to be able to drive, you know. Where's he fucking gone? Oh, we didn't see the wheels take off. But yeah, he's basically going nowhere. So long, sucker. Oh, damn it. It's probably just as well, really. I mean, we are kind of hobbling a bit here. It's not running so good. It really just wants putting out of its misery, I think, by now, this thing. Just short shift it into 6th, why not? Man, the handbrake doesn't do anything. I mean, you're not supposed to stop with a handbrake anyway, but it just had no effect. Yeah, he's trying to anyway, but I mean, it's not doing him much good. We're almost out of this club. I'm just gonna fucking go for it. No fucking about with saves, just in and out. In and out, finish the club, wreck the car. That's what the agenda is now. No more repairs. Fuck repairs, we don't need them. I mean, we can afford to lose now, it doesn't make a difference, you know. Obviously we want to win, we don't want to be stuck here forever, but... And even then, the process to get into the next area of the game is a little weird, because I think you still have to go back to where you started. And then come out again, and it'll, like, still spawn, like, it's really odd how that whole thing works. It's not really defined that well. And it's actually a bit hit and miss from what I remember as to whether it even does work. Oh, come on. We're about to lose a tyre. That poor engine. They don't fucking bet on meeting fucking Wayne. Where even is the fucker? He's miles away. I've never had it spawn one, like, outside of an area that's accessible, but... I don't know whether it can. Like, it may be able to, for all I know, but they do seem to have kept tabs on that pretty good. I basically have to rev the balls off it to get it round corners at this point. We're basically just driving on ice here, I think. Even just a little bit of gas and it just skids, because the tyres are just fucked. At least on the front. Which figures, I mean, they're the wheels the engine's trying to turn, but... And it's turning them too well. I've never seen this area of the map. I mean, it's a big map. It's bland as fuck, but it is a pretty big map. Oh, jeez. Man, he's going to end up looping back to where we fucking started by the time we get up to him. There goes a wheel. There goes another one. Oh, God, it's the police. Just what I fucking needed. You know, I might have to go back and repair the tyres. I think we will have to go back and repair the tyres. It's just... This is not happening. I didn't want to do any repairs, but... But I can't drive it like that. It's not fucking having it. It's just fucking spinning and spinning. Hey look, I'm spinning, I'm spinning. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? It's even more chav-tastic than my fucking car. The hell are you doing over there, mice? They're wrecking something, and I don't know what the fuck they're wrecking, because they haven't got that much in there. I've only just put them in that enclosure. Let's wreck another set of tyres. There's just no match for the V6. Will it stop? I'm not touching the brakes or anything. Will it coast all the way to the bridge? I'm kind of curious. It just might. I don't think it will. I think it'll stop just short. I don't know though. Can we hit them? No, jeez, man, that fucking... Ha ha. Trying to drive as slow as possible for the wonkiness to... Man, we thought my little Jeep was wonky. It just ain't a patch on this. Ain't a patch on this fucking thing. This thing is just all kinds of awful. I tell you what it needs, mate. It needs a fucking body kit. Get fucking doors on there. Fucking mirrors. Fucking yeah, mate. This is a fucking... fucking Wayne's car, mate. It's a fucking body kit on there. See, that's a chavily fitted body kit. That's how you do it. Fuck whether the car's the right shape for it anymore. Just fit it on there. It doesn't fit, make it fit. Just use whatever you got. Use duct tape, use cable ties. Just anything you can fit the thing on with. There'll be enough car filler to hide the holes, I'm sure. His fucking body kit isn't as good as my fucking body kit, mate. It's fucking shit. That is rank 2. We're almost out of this fucking area. Oh man, that actually is really starting to fucking affect the engine. Well, there goes that body kit. I'm shifting up just to try and save the engine at this point. I don't want it to blow up in the last race, you know? I'll take the loss in acceleration and the damage to the wheels, it's fine. I mean, that's the thing, it's basically powerful enough to set off in 6th with that engine, like, it don't care. Okay, let's just throw it straight back in and hope that it gives us the fucking fast place guy. Fucking hell, that probably just made it undrivable, didn't it? No, the fucking wheels, man, come on. Yeah, we missed that turning. That ain't happening. Oh, turn left, you bastard. Turn left. That's as far as the wheel will go. We smacked the chassis early on, and it's just ruined the handling ever since. And you got to take every last bit off the car to repair the chassis. Oh, the fucking cops. I don't care, I'll take the fucking fine. I've got the money, I can afford it. I don't know if I can Chevrolet it, but I can afford it, that's for sure. Yeah, just like, you know, agree to a street race while there's a policeman there. That seems like a wise decision. Oh yeah, he's the first place dude. If we can beat him, we're out of this fucking club forever. No, come on, tyres, hang in there. Gonna have to... Fucking hell, cops, don't do that to me. Okay, just fucking floor it, I don't care. Get off me! Come on, car, faster, please go faster, please go faster, please go faster! It's not having it! Oh shit. That was a disaster! Why did that happen? That did ruin my fucking body kit. It ruined my fucking body kit, you dick! Ah, at least this should be the last time we have to drive this piece of shit. I hate this car, it's horrible. I'm assuming he's going to be on this broad road here. It's probably going to turn into where we just were. Wow, the frame rate actually shit the bed a bit there. I'm surprised, like... It's not like the TI-460 goes slow, it just generally doesn't happen. I really like this video card, if you hadn't noticed. It's one of those where I do get a bit of paranoia when I'm using it that it might, you know, break in some way, but I'd rather use it and break it than not use it and it probably just break anyway, so... At least I'm gathering that by the fact that they just don't seem to show up that often, that a lot of them probably died. That was unavoidable. Could not steer out of that. The game's just screwing us at this point, I feel. Can we get another race? No, of course we can't. We've got to go back. Fucking bastard. And my car gets worse every time I drive it. Especially now, because I'm just abusing it because I want out of here. Man, the engine's going to blow as well, so... We really got to do it this time. This is make or break now. Probably break. In fact, most certainly break. It's got one way or another, win or lose, the car's getting broken. It will be broken after this race, no matter what. Let's wait for him here. I don't think he's the first place guy. If he's not, I'm not racing him. Yeah, he's like... He's rank 3. I'm not even fucking racing that dickhead. Yeah, it probably did, because the thing is, the stock fucking... Do I have one around? I don't know what the fucking Nvidia were thinking when they made that fucking cooler. Well, it's a Quadro 4, but it uses the same cooler. And there's no way that's adequate at all. And plus the fact that fans seem to break on them. It's just... It's like they wanted them to break. The thing is, I remember them not even been around that long, because once the 5 Series hit, you just couldn't get a 4 Ti anywhere. Like, people I knew at the time really hated the 5 Series. They didn't want to get one, and it was to the point where they were still getting, like, 4 Ti's. And then the 4 Ti's just dried up in, like, no time at all. I don't know if it was like a local phenomenon or if it was widespread, but I remember it playing out. So drive carefully, I'll drive like a grandma.
Oh yes, it's ever such a lovely day to go to the park and have a picnic with my friend Ethel. My husband Gerald, he was ever such a nice man. I met him in the war. He used to be a Nazi officer. And it's one of the races again. You can't just drive a car like you could in the olden days now. You have to race everywhere. It's all about who can get there first. Look at him with his orange paintwork. They used to have a word for people like him in my day. People with orange paint. We used to say they were gay.
How the fuck? I'll take the damage. At least it sounds like we damaged this car pretty bad as well. Well, what have we done to the engine? Hopefully we just lost an oil pan. I think we just lost the oil pan. I don't understand how he's outrun us. He really shouldn't be able to. Not in that piece of shit that he's driving. Oh. And my fucking wheels. I don't know if we're going to be able to drive this car anymore. Yeah, it's been getting worse and worse, and I really don't want to have to repair the chassis on this car. But I also want to finish this section of the game with this car. Actually, it seems to be steering better now since that crash. I think we've actually hit it so hard that it's unbroken it slightly. It's funny how that works. Yeah, it's that fucking... I think the thing is, the larger engines sit slightly lower, like... And so, a lot of the time, if you put V8s and V10s, especially in the smaller cars that they're not supposed to go in, it hits the fucking car, but it just runs along the road, and you end up constantly having to repair that bit. It just falls off. And... you know, figures the engine doesn't really run without that. Which is kind of bullshit, because I'm reasonably certain you could run an engine without an oil pan, you just wouldn't be able to run it for very long. I mean, obviously all the oil would just come out, and then the engine would seize. But, I mean, at least you wouldn't like have a mess of like bits of the fucking crankshaft to clean up, because, well, that would just come flying out onto the road instead of just messing up the fucking bottom of the oil pan. Yeah, but basically, if you smash it hard enough the other way, it'll start driving okay again, usually. But sometimes the wheels also come off. Oh no, I forgot this was a dead end. That's okay, it should join up. Still doesn't turn left very well, but it turns left well enough that we can work with it. Of course, the police. The game just doesn't want me to do this. I don't care, police. Yeah, I think that's him. I wonder how much money he's down, like. He beat us in a race, so... I just can't dictate the starting position of this. And it's all turning left, and that's no good. Can't I just set it really far? No, of course not. Why would that be a thing? Fuck's sake! Yeah, that's what happens in this game as well. If you keep hitting it, eventually it just won't steer at all. Or it'll be stuck sort of crabbing one way forever, and it doesn't matter which way you turn the wheel, it's going to go that one way. Fuck off, coppers. Fucking hell. It's actually taking the frame rate down as well. How is this happening? And of course, he's not going to race us anymore. He's like, oh, my ride needs tuning. Fucking what? What am I supposed to do? I can't do anymore. I literally can't. I'm cheating to play with a V6, and it's still not fucking good enough. I'm playing with a better controller than most people would have had, because most people would have been driving with a keyboard. And I'm still losing. I don't doubt the handling of the car is probably a factor, and no doubt my incompetence has something to do with it, but... Of course, I've got to turn left now. Okay, can we get this done, please, game? I just want to fucking finish this section of the game. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. I like the shaking of the car. It's just fucking... I think the cops really would be pulling him over for more than speed, and I'm pretty certain you can't put a car like this on the road and get away with it. They'll have some... That engine block is going to go at any moment. Like, it's turning very red on the damage meter, and once it goes completely red, like, it doesn't go black, the engine, unless it falls out. It goes red, and when it goes red, it goes bang, and then it doesn't work anymore. And I really don't want to have to be repairing an engine. Also, the chassis of the car's gone yellow, so we can't crash that much more. Otherwise, once the chassis goes, the car just shuts down, basically, for some reason. Okay, come on. Right, we can do that. It's a straight line. How can we possibly fuck this up? Let off the gas a bit. I don't want to blow the fucking motor. Come on, come on! Come on, you motherfucker! There we go. You've become the top racer of the Rusty Dogs Racing Club. The speed mechanics await your challenge in the northeast area of the city. Ha! We did it. Okay, fuck you, car. It's the end for you, motherfucker. No more fucking lane, car. I got a fucking clip. I didn't want to go in there. Yeah, we touched the bottom, though. No, we got to leave some life on the engine. Now we're going to drive this piece of shit to the fucking new area, I guess. Fuck that. Let's put it on the test track and destroy it. It needs killing. Let's save the game, because it's probably going to crash and make us have to do that again. It hasn't crashed yet, but it's not always the most stable thing, this. It's kind of hit and miss. Depends what the weather's like. Okay, let's not blow the engine up just yet. I want to crash it into a few things first. There's no button to right the car. Once you've tipped it, you have to call the tow truck. You don't have a choice. It doesn't start as good as it used to. It like takes a few attempts. I've never actually made that jump. Should we blow the engine or should we crash it to kill it? I'm not sure. Part of me wants to crash it and see how bad we can mangle it. But another part of me wants to fucking run the fucker like until the engine blows. Man, it's hard to steer with your leg. Please don't drive cars like this. It's not good. The police will stop you, and they will be in their right to do it. Like, they will be protecting society at large by doing so. Okay, I will crash it. Crashing it into a narrow object like a tree is probably our best bet. Goodbye, car. It's been nice knowing you. I was hoping there'd be more trees out here. There isn't. I guess we'll have to take it back the other way. Yeah, the crash is going to be more spectacular damage overall. Blowing the engine just makes a noise and then stops being able to drive. Be careful not to gas it too hard. Of course, I can probably blow the engine after I crash it if it doesn't destroy the engine by crashing. Can't really get much speed out of this. I missed every single one. It handles so bad it's hard to actually crash the thing, like... Okay, here we go. What the fuck? Seriously, come on, car, just crash already. Jesus Christ, we'll do better if I try not to. It's not having it. It doesn't want to die. Oh, fuck the brakes. There's no point putting them back on. Right, fuck. We're just going to go flat the fuck out. Hit the first fucking tree we can. I don't think I can get enough speed to actually crash spectacularly. And the engine's like 1 inch away from blown, so we have that problem to contend with as well. Ah, there we go. It wasn't as good a crash as I would have liked, but it was the best we could do. The car's just too totaled to really do anything better. And it nearly took the chassis out as well, so... See what sort of value we got out of doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I feel better now. That ain't gonna drive again. I can have its brake back. I can have a bumper back. How much is it worth? Still worth 3.5 grand. It's still worth nearly 4 grand. Yeah, maybe we should crash some good cars. Certainly do that. Oh man, this car went from the start of the game to the end when I was playing this. And I feel bad for crashing this. We'll try crashing this. We'll see what proper crashes look like with cars that actually fucking work. Okay, let's lay off the gas a little bit here. This thing ain't driving good either. I'm starting to wonder if I've done something to the game in general at some point. That's seriously affecting handling. Especially just wrecking the front wheels on this, and I could swear this is a rear-wheel drive car. Oh, there probably is. There's people who are fucking... I mean, chavs defend the fuck out of their cars, and they're not even part of a group, but they'll defend it to the death. I'm not crashing that. That would just feel wrong. Ah, man, the frame rate. What are these things even in here for? That's awful. That thing's not really great either. I think we'll try and crash this. What motor's it got? Jeez, it's on a fucking 4-cylinder. That's awful. Put one of those in. Make it suffer. Just for having such a shit engine under the hood. What a piece of shit. Fucking 4-cylinder. It's like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I think I've gotten used to the front wheel drive now. Yeah, there's like the odd dealership that deals in used cars where they're all pretty crap. You run into them every once in a while. We used to have one round here. They got some right fucking tards in. This thing just does not drive straight. Thing is, I don't think I've ever even driven this car. My foot's to the floor, come on! Come on! No way! How did it survive that so lightly? This car, man, I hate it. It won't die. This is worse than Wayne's car. Next time I see a post at the side of the road, it's going straight into it. Come on, give me some posts. Oh man, my driving sucks apparently. Right, not these, the next one. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or what, but I'm just driving shit. Then again, this car drives shit. It just doesn't drive good. Even before we damaged it, it drove horribly. Drove horribly, I guess is correct. Wayne's rubbing off on me. There we go. There we go. Always wanted to only drive in circles. Now that's the only thing it can do. What else can we buy and then destroy? Yeah, I think we had like infinite money, don't we? Yeah, basically. I want cars with better engines in them. Oh man, it's not nice destroying V8s, but we'll destroy one anyway. See how badly we can fuck it up. I mean, this car was going to the scrapper anyway, so we might as well kill it. V8 power. What? You know, I'm getting a whole new appreciation for Wayne's car. Now I remember why I never use these cars and I just drag my fucking Volkswagen Jetta looking thing halfway through the game. It's a brand new car, it doesn't even run straight, look at that! It rattles like hell. It must have been made in Germany or something. I'd imagine purely because it's an expensive way of getting rid of a car. I mean, it would be a good way of doing things, but at least we have demolition derbies and shit. I mean, some parts of the world, we sure as shit don't have anything like that, really, but at least you have those. That's probably the closest you're going to get, but in that case, they just reverse it into the cars, mostly. It's still pretty entertaining. Sit on an angle. Try and maximise it. I tell you what, it's a tough cookie, this one. I like this car now. It takes a beating. It keeps coming back. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to... Let's tack it in a straight line. We'll find some trees out there eventually. You just can't drive this car on the grass. It just doesn't work. Come on, I want to wreck a damn car, man. That car is unkillable. I have to hand it to that car. It will not die. You know, it has to be done. I don't want to do it, but I'll destroy my fucking my muscle car. It has to be tested. I don't think I've ever crashed this into a wall hard to see what it does. And I have to know. I have to know. How strong is it? It has kind of... It handles a bit like a boat, but... You can tell I care about this one by the fact I'm not just lead footing the gas pedal the whole time. It doesn't steer very well. That figures, why would it, but... Okay, car. Well, we'll just, drive the hell out of it for a moment. I think it's the first time we've seen anything do more than 100 miles an hour. That's not good. I don't want to hit the wall. I want to hit something narrow. Gotta hit a tree or a post. It does way more damage. I'm sorry, car. But it's for science. We have to do it. Well, that's better than no monster truck competitions. We just flat out don't have those, really. Yeah, but that's still better than nothing. Now, we just don't do stuff like that for some reason. I don't really know why. Probably because it's fun, and I think that's illegal in Britain now. Oh! I'm sorry, car. I'll tell you what, it's pretty odd, this car, actually. It's taken a dent there, but it's still running. It has definitely compromised the handling, but it took it a lot better than Wayne's piece of shit did. I'm so sorry, car. Well, into the wall, we'll see what it does. Maybe that's more effective on this one. I mean, there's a lot of weight behind this car, I suppose. It's going to stop very quickly over there. This car's pretty fucking hard. I gotta hand it to it. There is other things we can do to end it. It's not handling very well now. It has definitely damaged things. I don't know if I can drive the thing down the road anymore, man. It's just not. Take it easy, take it easy. Engine doesn't even want to blow on this one, man. That's it. That car's odd. Seems I done right to choose that thing, because it fucking takes a beating before it goes out. Yeah, look at that, negative 608 on the supercharger there. I think that does it for this game. I don't know if we'll play this anymore. But, fucking hell. As you can see, there's really not that much variety in it. But I always wanted to dick around with it in the stream a little bit. Oh dear. That's not good. Why would that happen? Let's pretend it didn't. Yeah, that game is really not very good, and it's a shame because I really do like the... Like, it's not awful, the gameplay just isn't varied enough. So I may sometime make like a compilation of stupid shit you can make it do, but you really have to fuck with the scripting language to do that. But like I say, I always wanted to mess with it in a stream. Now we've got it out the way, we can do better things another time, I guess. There are things I want to play. At some point I'm going to probably have to give in, just do Quake. But I'm id Software out for now. So I don't know when that'll be. But man, that's going to suck. I hate that game. I don't think my opinion's going to change on that one anytime soon. Oh yeah, let's undo this. Street League was, as far as bargain bin games go, much as it sucks, at least it has some fucking redeeming qualities. You know, at least there were some cool things about it. It wasn't a total fucking piece of shit. It was just mostly shit. And now, because I said I would, I guess I'll try Duke 3D on this 486SX before I clock out and go to sleep. Remove this wheel. The desk. Yeah, I'll just put it down there for now. It's not really comfortable, but I don't need pedals anymore. I won't bother hooking a mouse up, it's just a waste of time. Probably won't need network. There's monitor and power and audio, and that should be enough, I think. I did say I would test this, because I have done it in the past. I do wonder, could you play through like the whole fucking game? I'm not going to go through the whole game, but how does it run? Like, it couldn't the other day. It needs trying out. Technically, shouldn't be able to play it. Because according to the box, it needs a DX2. I think you can run it passably on a DX50. don't know about SX40s, which we are on. Have a look how this is set up. It is on a Sound Blaster Pro 2. 4 voices it, but yeah, it should. It seemed okay when I messed with it in the past. I actually feel like chain mode may be faster. Oh, this is a Sharewire. That doesn't matter. Play the Sharewire. It's not like I'm going through the whole game. I'm just fucking about with it. I think I have the full version on the other partition. Menu's going to run like shit, but like if the menu's on, it's going to slow the demo down. What are we doing? Like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's like losing more frames over time. It's not the worst, is it? I reckon you can play this. Sound quality sucks, but I mean, we're still in stereo here. Aren't we, or did I put it on mono? No, it's definitely still stereo. It handles just fine. It does handle just fine. Let's bring that extra on out. I feel like murdering him. Shit! Oh, that sucked. Well, at least the explosions behave normally. That's always nice. At least the fire behaves normally. That's always nice. I still can't believe I went through that whole fucking Duke It Out in DC stream forgetting how bad like 16-bit mixing can cripple this game. Like, I could have been getting double the frame rate the whole time. Oh, he's going to be stuck up there. I won't bother killing him. There's no point. Yeah, I think he got out the building up there. Yeah, they certainly didn't aim too high, because I mean, the test map, you know, it was optimised to run on a DX266 as a minimum. But I don't know what kind of DX266, like, how fast was it? Did it have cache? Things like that aren't specified. Like, logically you'd think they'd go with a pretty shit tier DX2 just to be safe. But then there are a lot of devs who just didn't really bother and seem to have guessed where things would be. Like Duke 3D, I know was tested on a DX2 because it explicitly states so, you know, the actual frame count they got. It's some weird sort of noise on the health icon for a moment then. Yeah, I'll probably never know for sure. You'd think it'd be some run-of-the-mill thing. I can't see them using like some totally tripped out thing to do it. It would just be silly and probably a waste of development time and money to screw around with such things. And I don't think this game really had like a huge budget or anything, you know, it was still really just a bunch of guys from fucking Garland. Get some cum. Right. The thing is, I also know from footage of the game that for a time it ran too fast on Pentiums. Like when it didn't, the internal timer wasn't as robust as it is, and yeah, there was somebody ran it on a Pentium long before the game was finished, and it ran way too fast. And there is actually footage of that when it was still a really different game to what it ended up being. Yeah, there was a Liz troop up there. I just saw him for like one frame. Well, I'm not going to wait around for him. Either he's going to catch us up or he's not. I'm leaving the level. Certainly plays okay, though. Said in I did say it probably would, and it seems it was not misguided to think so. The only thing that's really wrong is aiming is a little bit less good than it usually would be. So, turning's kind of clunky. Yeah, good morning, man. Yeah, I'm going to get back to work on con job at some point. Unlock that now. I want to find out where that beeping sound comes from when you get a combination right. Like, what does it come out of? Does it come out of the switch or does it come out of the player? And if it comes out of a switch, does it come out of the switch you press or does it come out of the lowest ID sprite in that group of dip switches? I want to know, because these are the sort of things you have to sniff out when you're trying to write mutators. I mean, you could basically just rewrite the code for the switches, I guess, but that's time consuming. It's better to leave the original code do its thing and just sort of sniff out. I'm not going in there, I can't be bothered. And just sniff out the like known things about it. Use that as a point of reference. Yeah, long-range shotgunning, man. It's not the best use of the weapon. He's getting a rocket because I don't like him. He's getting one as well because I don't like him. Yeah, you see, that's where the frame rate hits have something of a penalty. Got full ammo on the pistol. I don't need to pick that shit up. Man, I'm tired. I'll be quitting when I get to the end of this level because my eyes are starting to get heavy, man. And I do have places I gotta be in like just a few hours. Promised I would be somewhere, and I do not break my promises. Damn. Oh, get some health back. Has to be done. We'll destroy them at low frame rates on here. So again, you can see the whole thing about shadows in slopes. Man, doing that at these frame rates is going to be... Yeah, because the floor height, that slope obviously slopes upwards instead of sloping down from the higher floor. You might even be able to prove that demonstrably without shutting the game down. So it seems before the actor is active, the sprite shadow doesn't move. It just runs at the actual floor height for whatever reason. I have some ideas as to why that might be. Like, you know, the sprite shadow isn't something that you place in the map, that's something the code makes happen. So when is the shadow actually placed? Like, at map start, I don't think the slopes actually slope as the map loads. So I guess that's where it calculates it is, or else it just doesn't bother calculating the tangent until the actor's already running his code. But I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so I can't really figure it out. It's just one of those odd quirks about Duke 3D that doesn't really do much good. And it's such a minor thing that you can sort of see why the developers wouldn't notice. Most problems can be solved with explosives, and that's proof. I don't think that's what she's there for, Duke. I mean, she might be able to do a certain kind of dance, but... Oh, I thought I'd killed him already. So this is why you shouldn't game on, like, very little sleep. It's not good for you. Seems a bit there. Doesn't like the slope. Thing is, the machine I'm playing on is called Hooker, so... That's what it identifies as on the network. Long history with this thing. Shake it, baby. I suppose we'll get that secret, why not? There we go. Why not? We might as well while we're there. Unusually slow pace today. I'm not taking shortcuts and shit like I usually would. And I keep forgetting the keybind for quick kick is different in this. We can't. Well, we can because there's another dude there that we could jump off, but I won't. I'll do it the legit way. Of course, I also have a jetpack from the previous level. Could do it that way. Yeah, I don't think they like me, these pigs. I remember when I first played this game, and I just thought this bit was impossible. Like, fucking hell, it just spawns so many pig cops, man. I'll never beat this. I might as well use the pipe bombs. Yeah, I'm turning it off after this, and B, it takes them all off you after this level anyway. Like, there's no point in conserving ammo in this level. whatsoever. You might as well just basically fire fucking rockets at everything. There's literally no reason not to. Sound priority flags. I'll have a priority flag as to whether they can be interrupted by other sounds or not. It's pretty simple, just the higher the number, the higher priority the sound has, and it can only be interrupted by a sound with a higher priority. We used to have a flamethrower in the game, like a while before it released. Like, worryingly close to release, it was still there, like, you know, barely any time before the first shareware release. And it might even be in the first shareware releases, I don't remember. But, yeah, it did have a flamethrower. It got replaced with the shrink weapon, and there's no way to that I'm aware of to get to the weapons that say order in the HUD in 1.3. I'll save my game here, I think. I suppose I'll probably end up having a mess with this machine at some point and test that Showtime Plus in it, because fucking that next gen I don't have the shit to work with right now. And plus, if I run into the thing of needing an FPU, it's much easier to change the CPU in this thing. I mean, it's a 5-volt CPU with a DX pin out, so it's really easy just to put a DX2 in if I need to do that. I don't have to change any jumpers, it'll just run. Whereas the next gen, it works with like one CPU. And so if it's no good for what you're doing, you're screwed. You can't do anything about it. You'll use a different machine. Yeah, Street Legal, man. It's not a good game to stream, and I said it wouldn't be. But I always did want to do it. And now I've done it. I don't think there's any point in doing more of the game. It may show up as like the condensed Let's Play compilation of fuck with the game somewhere down the line if I ever have the time. But that hasn't broken my bulb, because these are getting a lot harder to get hold of now. No, it's still good. And yeah, no doubt I'll have to do Quake or something sometime. I know I'm going to also have to give up and just do the fucking Life's a Beach thing for Duke 3D. I don't want to. I hate that expansion. But I might as well do it for completion's sake, for fuck's sake, at some point, someday. But I'm not going to enjoy it. I really don't like that expansion. I think it's fucking awful. I think the level design sucks. I think some of the music's just plain annoying. It's just not well made. You know, I don't understand why a lot of people like that better. I'm not saying they shouldn't. If they enjoy it more, then power to them. I'm glad they enjoy it. That's what it's for. It's a fucking video game at the end of the day. Yeah, I think Duke DC is the best expansion. I don't think that would run very well on here. Now, there is something I'm going to have to test, because I'm informed that build actually uses floats for slopes, but I'm sceptical that it does, or at least this version of it does, because I don't seem to remember measuring a difference with an FPU being present. So someday I'll have to test that, like behind the scenes, which is easy because we know the Intel 486DX is just the same as the SX. So, you know, if we should get the same speed, even though it won't be very fast, it'll still be okay for testing. Serious Duke, is that Serious Sam mod? That's That's after my time, man. I don't even think I have anything that can play that. Like, once you go past DirectX 8, I'm basically kind of screwed. I can't play this shit. I can run DirectX 9 shit on the Presla, but I'd rather not now. You know, I've got it set up for doing music. I don't really want to mess about with games on it at the moment. And plus, I have to drag it over here, and it's really heavy. It's not easy to move that thing. It weighs a lot. I'm sure I had something else I was going to say, but I don't really remember. I can't remember. It wouldn't have been anything important. This machine might be getting a minor upgrade, but not to any significant degree, in that the video card might be coming out and it might be getting replaced with what is essentially the same video card but with video capture hardware on it. And it's not the Showtime Plus VLB I got. I will not install that in this thing permanently, because even if it does work better than the PCI version, which I don't think it will, it's still going to be an unreliable piece of trash, I'm pretty certain. And this machine's very reliable. They have a similar card that I think might work good in here. I can't help messing with that shit. Gotta mess with video hardware, man. What I posted, fucking hell, man, right. I mean, the Orchid branded machine, I did get that. I'm not sure, like, what I'm going to do with it. I may put the P66 in that case just because the CPU cooler stuck behind the drive cages in this one. There's very few cases that board will fit in. Alternatively, may end up with a Cyrix in there, but I'm not sure. I kind of would like to use my ECS, like ATX board to do that, like in a proper branded case that would have came out of. And I know I can get one of those cases, because I just threw away one of my busted ATX cases and I'm not taking up any more room. So I have a fair few that are just absolutely fucked. I might as well just throw them away. That thing has some decent hardware in though, that machine. The motherboard's just a run-of-the-mill Epox 430FX based board. It uses dip cache, which is unusual for those, I guess, but I mean, I've seen them do it. It's not hyper uncommon, but you know, that's about it. There's nothing remarkable about that motherboard. It's not a great board. It's not good. It's not bad. It just works. But it has like an S3 Vision card in it, which is kind of nice, because I don't run into those that much. And it has like an OR32, and it has a creative MPEG-1 decoder in it and shit like that. So that was really what I got it for, because it was just cheaper than any of that hardware is to buy on its own. And of course the MPEG decoder card, it obviously grabs my attention. It's like, oh fuck yeah, I gotta mess with that thing. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I was tempted to put it in here, but I think it needs an FPU again, so I mean, it's creative. I can't see them doing like the audio decoding on the card, even though the audio comes out of the card. It's going to lean on the CPU somewhere. I don't trust Creative to implement it well, and of course has no means to connect it to a sound card or anything, you know, because why would it? That would be too convenient. It's something that pisses me off immensely about a lot of hardware, like accessories that output audio, and they offer you no way to connect it to a sound card, and it's really fucking annoying. Like, is it that hard to do? Like, is it really that difficult to give me a fucking output that's just like the CD audio header? No, it's ISA, so it's I guess like Creative's version of the Real Magic cards. It's I can't remember. It's one of the Video Blaster series, but I mean that's like a broad thing, because I mean that's a Video Blaster, and that's like a capture card, which doesn't even do audio. You know, they had graphics cards that were called Video Blaster. Fucking. But yeah, it's an ISA card. Drivers for it quite hard to find, but I did find them. I haven't tested it yet, but I can't see why it wouldn't work. I'm not sure where the All-32 is going to live. I will find somewhere for it. I know I've got a machine from that time period that wanted a sound card, and I don't remember which one it was. The next time it annoys me, I guess it will... I guess then I'll fucking remember. It was probably that Pentium 90. So I was probably sick of dealing with the Yamaha 719 sounding like it's underwater or something. It would probably end up with the All-32 in there. I mean, it's not like the wavetable on those is very good, so we'll be fine in that thing. Yeah, it's really unremarkable, this video blaster, because it doesn't blast video, it blasts still images. Like, there's no way to connect that to a graphics card. So, I mean, it's got this Intel i750 and shit, but I can't see it really getting a good video feed through the ISA bus, because I've done that with the WinTV, because it has an option to do that, and it's awful. Like, there's reasons they didn't do it that way. There's no feature connector, there's no VGA pass-through, so it's going to be doing everything through the ISA bus, and as far as I know, you can't record video from it. It's basically, as far as, yeah, it is, but I mean, it was like £2 or something, so I don't really care, but I haven't used this thing yet, because again, it was hard to find the software for. Where was that fucking thing gone? Fuck off, I know I was storing it in there. But so far as I can tell, what they've essentially done is taken one of these type of fucking mon-fucking-strosities and put it on a card. It seems to be what it is. It's just basically something like these parallel capture boxes on a fucking card. I imagine they'll be slightly better because there's like, a CPU on it that's got more power, but I just don't imagine it being spectacular. And it only has drivers for Windows 95, so I'll probably stuff it in that Pentium 90 just because there's no reason not to. It's not like I'm going to use this thing. It's not useful like the WinTV. So I'll probably just stuff it in there just for shits and giggles. I mean, that machine runs Windows 95, so, I can't see it interfering with anything to have it in there. And it's a novel device, if only for how awful an implementation it is compared to the others. But buying this in like 95, I think would have been a stupid decision. Like, I cannot imagine for a second it was cheaper than these, and so yeah, really probably should have just bought one of these fucking iGotchas or a Snappy or something. Would have worked just as good. I don't care if it has bugs. Like I say, it's not like you can use it for anything serious. It's not like the WinTV where it has a legitimate use. It's purely a novelty device because of how useless it generally is. Whereas the WinTVs, at least, I can use those to get my Sega into like the OBS and shit without any delay. I mean, obviously there's a delay on the modern capture card, but because I can see it on the monitor of the old machine, there's practically no delay, and, well, there is no delay, it's analog. So those actually have a use. You can use them as signal converters, as it were. Random SRAM chip. Yeah, I don't know what that thing cost when it was new, but I can't imagine it would have been a very nice, like, fucking good value. I just can't see it being good value, and I've never seen another one. I've heard of there being more. I know there are more of them out in the world. I can't see there being like that many of them because I don't think people would have been suckered in. Was it PR150 or the PR200? But what I'm thinking of, the ECS P5SD that I have ran a 686MX PR333, which I still have. Actually, I think... No, I've moved the damn board. It would have been in arm's reach, but I've put the board somewhere else. Have I? Yeah, I have. Well, we all know what they look like anyway, but that's what I'm thinking of doing with that ECS. I found all the accessories for the board, like the TV out header, so I'm just going to use the onboard sys video. I don't want to turn it into like a really, really fast machine. I basically want to put it exactly as Time would have configured it back at the end of the 90s as just, you know, this was your machine you bought from fucking Tesco, you know. And it was an alright machine. I actually used the thing to get things done years ago when it was still in one piece, so there was nothing wrong with it. It was certainly usable, but it definitely wasn't like having a Pentium 2 to hand. Yeah, it was, like I said, Time were like Grenville owned them. They're only really a British thing. They had a brand called Tiny as well. And that was it. It was Cyrix 333, onboard sys video. The TV output thing cost you extra money, even though it's just a like passive fucking header. Has no components on it. It's just literally the sockets on the end of a bit of wire. Had some measly amount of SD RAM in the board. Some of them even had EDO. There's like the P5 ST, which is basically the same board but has EDO slots as well. But, you know, it wasn't awful, it was usable. It has onboard ESS audio, which, again, it's not awful. You can use it, it works. It's not perfect, but it's workable. And unfortunately, the case I had for it was going to go back in there, but the case got stolen when I moved. But luckily, they do show up, and they don't cost a lot of money, and so I'm going to just get another case for it. It's probably going to be yellowed to hell, but it's not a big deal. I don't really care about that too much. I forgot when I was playing fucking Street Legal, I was going to dig this up. Fucking hey, look what me and my mate dug out at fucking Motorway. I've finally got one of these. I've wanted one of these ever since I was a kid. I finally fucking got hold of one. Fucking road studs. I fucking should have a green one there as well in the mail, but I don't know if the reflectors are the same size. Let me see if I can get the if I can get that on a good angle with the camera. Yeah, you see they're just little round reflectors in a piece of rubber. No, I didn't really dig it out the road. I like the thought of Wayne going out in the night, knacking him up. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Fucking, it's proper fucking bling. I bought it from somebody. He might have dug it out the road. It wouldn't surprise me, because I bought it and then, like, more of them showed up. So I just have visions of this guy in fucking Wiltshire just going out smashing up public roadways. Like, fucking wow, mate. I'm fucking... But I really want a green one, so I'm hoping the reflectors in the green one are the same fucking size, because this is empty on the back, and I've got a red rubber piece coming, and so I'll put the red in the back of this, and I'll put the green ones in that, but they may not be the same size, because they're from a different manufacturer, and it makes you wonder how much they changed it so as not to violate the patents. That is cast iron, by the way. It's quite heavy. Like, you could definitely kill somebody with it. In fact, I think one got ripped out of the road once and actually did kill somebody. Don't quote me on that, but I remember hearing about it. It may have happened, and it certainly would be possible if a truck or something ripped one of these out of the road surface, and it would go through the windshield of your car. Like, it is definitely heavy enough and the right kind of shape that it could go through somebody's window and that you would die if this hit you in the face. They don't make them anymore, as far as I'm aware. The ones now are all plastic, and you know, they don't look as good. They're just like bike reflectors. It's a bit shit, but well, the way the world is, you've got to make everything fucking cheaper, I suppose. Can I get one of those out? I'll be here all night, man. I can't really hang about that much longer. But I always like to talk shit at the end of a stream. Yeah, they're just little glass reflectors that are round that are in there. They're fucking fun. It was useful, man. It was cheaper than buying a digital camera, because taking photos with that JVC is kind of awkward. So it's not like I can just take it out with me. So really, it just, for the most part, gets used as a digital camera. But there's some other neat things, you know. I can be annoying on Discord when I'm not at home and things like that. So, yeah, it's I don't like the thing, but I don't hate it. It serves its purpose well enough, and it wasn't very expensive. The battery's already taken a shit, like, ever since the last few updates, which I suspect may be deliberate on the part of whoever develops the OS. Google, I would think. It was fucking Android, but yeah, that's fine, you know. Yeah, it's pretty neat, because, like I say, I can be irritating when I'm not at home now. Because I went through a patch where every time I went somewhere, I'd see some stupid shit, and I'd be like, oh man, if I had, you know, I wish I had a way I could post that on Discord. Of course, now I don't run into things like that anymore, but I will eventually, and I'll be glad I've got it. On top of that, now I can go out on my bike again. And to be honest, it's something I'm tempted to do, because I found like this tripod mount for this thing, which I'm never going to put this on my tripod. I don't know why the fuck I would want to do that, but I'm like, well, I can fit that on my bike, and it does. It just fits perfectly on my handlebars, and I'm like, I can live stream from this piece of shit. I should live stream from my fucking bike one day. You know, it's in the summer, if I can get to a point where I can, you know, ride as far as Hornsey and shit again, I should just live stream riding to Hornsey. Just plug a power bank in the thing and just live stream the whole journey, just for shits and giggles. You know, it could be a novel thing to do, just solely because it can be done. And like I say, I've never quite gotten past that whole mystical, magical, fucking, you know, the internet thing. It still is kind of magic to me, the fact that you can do these things. Like, I'm just old enough to remember a world where this sort of thing wasn't around. Like, you know, nobody had the internet or anything, so it was all still something you only saw on TV and in books, like, you know, about the future. And so basically now we're in the future. Yeah, it feels kind of weird, like, sticking it to a bike like that. It's like you got this massive lump of fucking iron that's been here for nearly a century, and then you've got that hanging off of it. I'm still not sure what the police are going to think of that wire. I'm not sure it's supposed to be blue. Yeah, the future sucks ass now. It used to look cool, but, you know, it used to be all gritty and awesome, and now it's all just white and glass and sterile. It's no fun. It just seems the way things will change. They always do. You know, you're always going to have so much shit. Eventually it'll work out. Either that or there'll be a nuclear war, and, well, then I'll be happy, because at least everybody else will be dead as well. Oh, yeah, I don't doubt. I've played with the GPS on this thing, because I suddenly realised it had that, and I'm like, fucking hell, that's kind of cool. Like, I figured it must have something like that. Like, I knew it had it when I bought it, but I didn't realise just how much you could mess with that. I'm like, that's actually really kind of neat. Especially with the fact I can mount it on my bike, because if I'm going somewhere I don't know, now I can use that. Now I know where I'm going. Now I don't have to just guess all the time. Be like, well, I know it's roughly that way, but... oh, shit, this is a one-way road. Oops. Yeah, obviously, I doubt it's infallible, but it's better than not having GPS. It's pretty neat. I still like this thing more, honestly. It's my new favourite thing in the world. I'd like to just get like hundreds of them and just cement them in my path up to the house, you know. Just cement them in the floor in my house, why not? We'll just have like rows of them just going all throughout the house. Yeah, I remember back in the 90s, like, on Burt's, like, not many people had it. There were a couple of people who had it, and it was a big deal. And it was like, it was a primitive as fuck device. It was just this black fucking thing. It was made by Garmin, and it was like a full-line spinach green display. No graphics on it. It was all just text-based. It told you your coordinates. If where you were had a name, it told you that. It told you which way you were facing. It was just fucking... Man. Well, printed maps, you see, I remember having to use Autoroute. Like, I remember my dad using it, like, every once in a while if he had to go somewhere he didn't need to be. And the thing with shit like Autoroute is it's sort of like Google Maps or something, I guess, but obviously it's not connected to the internet, and so you had to buy it again every year. Because you'd buy Autoroute 95 and that's fine. But now it's 1996 and all the roads have fucking changed, so now you have to buy Autoroute 96. Yeah, it was... fucking animes, man. I can't be doing with anime. So I come from a time when it didn't run. Like this odd time period where basically when I was really little, Sailor Moon went off the TV, it finished running, and then there was just no anime until Pokemon came on, and it sucked. Yeah, I think there was some devices long ago where the GPS, like the maps and everything, were just stored in the device. And, you know, you would have to put a new CD in the back or whatever. Like, once the layout of the roads changed. They don't quote me on that, because I've never used one of those, but... Yeah, things have definitely come a long way in, like, the last 20 years. And then they seem to have stagnated a bit recently. I think it's something that we're going to have to get used to, is the fact that, you know, at least most of us, there's probably people who are maybe a bit young to have remember it that well, that, you know, we sort of come out of a time when technology just suddenly started accelerating really fucking fast, and so it just seems like the norm, you know, to go from, like, say, a Pentium 2 to an Athlon, for example. It seems like perfectly normal to me, but really it's not. I think that is like an exceptional thing, like for things to move at that kind of speed. Yeah, it was just the way things was fucking done. It worked at the time, you know. You didn't think anything of it. It was like a cool thing, 'cause you just didn't know any better, you know. It wasn't like you had an option. It's the only thing that gets me with, like, the abundance of things like GPS and shit is obviously the fact that, say with the phone, I'm pretty certain by now Google probably knows everything I fucking do. They've probably got my weekly routine down to a fine art, you know, of where I go and when, and who I fucking talk to and shit. The fucking mobile provider probably knows all of that shit now. I'm not that bothered about it, but it's kind of creepy when you think about it. You know, if I, like, followed somebody around like that, I think someone would have something to say about it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty certain of that. But like I say, I'm not that bothered, but I can understand why people get upset by that shit. And it isn't a good thing. It is kind of creepy, but at the end of the day, I guess your data's worth more than anything else. You wouldn't know it the way Tesco are with their fucking credit. They just take it off you all the time. You know, just like, oh yeah, you know, fuck you. You owe us like another 10 quid already. It's like, yeah, I'm not staying on this service. I think I'll just go back to to Virgin Mobile. It's a known quantity. They don't fuck me over that hard. Which means I gotta get this fucking phone unlocked and then port my number, and it's gonna be a pain in the arse, but at least it'll be cheaper in the long run, I suppose. I'll get out of here when I've had this smoke. I can't sit here all night. I should have played Solitaire. Dude, does this have Solitaire? Let's have a fucking game of Solitaire in an unstable prototype of Windows 95. Why not? You can plug a serial mouse in while the system's on, I'm sure of it. This is where we blow up one of my favourite machines. Yeah, that fucking... the processor serial number feature seems really kind of tame now, doesn't it? Also, you had the option to turn that processor serial number feature off on most motherboards. You don't now. I want to do a video on the Xeon someday, yeah, but it's just not really possible to film one right now. It's gotten out of hand, this stuff. It'll go away again, I'm sure. You know, I think movies will go away, because I think they've been like a fad like for 100 years. That's fucking, no they won't, but oh fuck, this doesn't have Solitaire. Damn, what am I going to do now? Can't remember how to play any of the other games. Indeed, I remember some boards giving you the ability to change those. Oh man, I hate Minesweeper. They tell me that there's a tactic to Minesweeper. I don't believe there is. I don't understand it. Oh no, it's fucking awful, man. Play Hearts. I think I remember how this works. Oh man, is this network only? This is network only now, I think. Let me see, how does... Isn't it the higher number cards or the lower numbers you want? I'm sure it's the lower number cards you want to put up, but I may be wrong. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It has to be like... These are spades. See, I can't do that. I can't beat him, I might as well just throw out a fucking... piece of shit. That isn't what I clicked. Just get rid of that piece of shit as soon as possible. Fucking bastards. Yeah, it was the thing of the internet back then, was to never use your real name on the internet as well. Like, obviously people just do now with fucking Facebook and stuff. Because you were always told to just use a pseudonym back then. Oh man, this blows. The thing is, if you really want to track something, you can do it. I mean, CD banners all have a unique ID. Oh dear. They all have a unique identifier. Your printer does. It puts these little yellow dots on the page so they can figure out whose printer it was. Shit like that. It's evil. Well, there are places where I do use my real name, but I do so incorrectly. I introduce deliberate mistakes to my information that are minor enough that nobody's really going to notice, but it's shit like with my bank, for example, I have to use my real name, so I misspelt it on purpose. And so when I get marketing shit through my door that uses that spelling, I know who sold them the information, because nobody in their right mind would spell it that way. And that's the only place I spelt it that way. Or I misspelt my middle name with the internet service provider, so when I get marketing shit through my door or anything else that spells it that way, I know who sold them that. If you get a free post envelope through, I don't know if that really happens so much elsewhere, I would think it does. But if you get a free post envelope, put fucking Stearns in it, because they have to pay for them. Like, you don't have to put your name on anything you send back. Don't send the shit back. Just put rocks in there. And they get charged for it by the mail service. Send it back to them. They'll stop sending you them pretty fast. They'll figure out where it's coming from. And fuck them, it's unsolicited mail, so what the fuck can they do about it? Well, on my website I have the policy of I'm not going to fuck you over, I'm not going to pass your information around, but also the security is quite minimal. The database is encrypted, but quite weakly, and there is no SSL or anything. Don't post anything fucking, like, that identifiable on there if you don't want people getting hold of it, because I can't do much to stop them. Yeah, just find something big and heavy. The biggest, heaviest fucking thing you fucking put that in the envelope. That'll fuck them over, because they have to pay for it. The mail service charges extra for delivering it. And it's not much, but if everyone did it, it'd cost them too much, so they have to stop. They stopped sending me that shit pretty quickly, because I started just putting mud in there. Just dug clay out of the ground. There you go. Give me that life insurance. That'll do. Fucking nice. What I want to know is, like, why the fuck the world thinks I'm old? Literally everyone keeps trying to sell me fucking funeral plans. Like, oh, you're over 50. I'm not over fucking 50. Fuck you. I feel it half the time, but I'm not there yet. Jesus Christ. Like, fuck's sake. It'd work. Like, if you could find something made like this that you didn't want, they'll stop mailing you the things really fast. They get the message, like, oh, fuck, don't send shit to this guy. We'll get junk back. Of course, you could put cockroaches in there, I suppose. That would work as well. I've not done that yet. I have sent cockroaches to somebody who I had a disagreement with. Unfortunately, I don't know what their reaction was, but I know they were delivered, so yeah, I hope they liked them. That's something I use the pseudonym for. Hope they didn't escape, because they're a bastard to get rid of those things. Serve them fucking right, fuck me over. But yeah, you just got to do these things sometimes. It has to be done. Like, people just have no fucking manners, and they do stupid shit that inconveniences you, and you got to find ways to get back at them. It's the only way they're going to listen. They won't listen if you're polite to them. These people don't work that way. They don't know the concept of manners, so you can't use manners on them. So you just got to out-scumbag them. It's the only way they'll listen. It's the only way they'll learn. But yeah, I'm going to bail out on this stream for the night. I'm fucking knackered, and I've got to be somewhere in about 4 hours, so I need sleep. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Putting up with a pretty boring and repetitive fucking car game that we'll never see on a stream again, I wouldn't think. But we've done it now, and we can do something fucking better next time, I would think. Either that, or we'll just do Quake, which is hardly better, really, is it? For fuck's sake. But yeah, I'll see you around. Fucking hell, I'm absolutely knackered.